Hi everyone, very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Those who have joined new to this live, please make sure that you guys comment down your name and which part of the world you guys joined from. So today I have asked in a simple question in our community, basically, starting with that, what do you focus more on when taking a trade, right? Is it a potential profit or a potential loss? And interestingly, we have seen a 50% of the people said that they are focusing more on potential loss rather than potential profit. But you know, double than that, we have received answers around potential profit. So the first thing as a trader, there is no right and wrong answers. Looking at the profit is a good way of looking at charts. But what I do personally, I don't look at the charts and what is the potential earning we could have from this particular trade. No, that's not the way which we look at market, because when we look at the charts, when we place a trade, I'll be looking at potential loss, what we might can afford in this trade, so that setting up the worst case scenario is the first sign. So taking from that poll question and answer, which I have asked, another question is, which do you believe drives your trading success? And we have got a great answer from most of the traders said that discipline over the strategy. And what matters most to you after a win? Is it celebrating the success or analyzing what went right? So let us see what are the things went right with respect to our view. On last day on BTC, we have posted that this is the OTE zone which we were looking at long, and absolutely that zone got respected, and then we have seen a good rally within a, let's say, around 2500 rally, but still that trade is yet to achieve the target. I'm looking for a re-entry around 115. For a fact, we have a news event at 115 today. Let's say, yeah, the ADP non-farm employment exchange numbers are expected, forecast as 111K, and if the numbers are good, we might end up taking a good trade. So today we'll be placing live trades on this news event, on the spot of the news which is releasing. So that's the highlight of the session for the day, right? So we will analyze our charts. At the same time, we will also take a live trade with respect to the news event happening at 115. Okay. And with respect to BTC, I still think that we have a room for one more round. Possibly we will be trying to enter right after this liquidity is being taken out at this zone. If we get an opportunity to enter for this particular trade with a 500 points risk, or even right after taking this entry. So if I calculate the rally from you know the previous low of the structure, which is the external structure, if I take the fib level, So this is the OT which we have got it right for the entire structure. If I get an opportunity to enter below the 50% of the structure, I'll be happy to enter this trade. Particularly, yes, we are at the right moment, at the right time. Let's see if we get an opportunity to enter somewhere here. And in the lower time frame, if we get an opportunity to enter around 105, I'll be looking for 104,989 levels. And currently the market is on a continuous bearish mode. But if you have observed, I think I'm audible. Could you please comment down in the chat box? Yeah, this is the zone which I'm waiting for to get entered for a long entry with respect to 105 600 on a futures BTC. But right after we get an opportunity, we might enter long and target up to this you know solid sell side order block. And that's how we begin with the BTC, right? Let me just go back. With respect to gold, yes, we discussed yesterday live within this zone we are not trying to enter, which is 3369 and 3348 levels, right? Within the zone, yes, market is giving a good consolidation, and it have played out a manipulation as well within that zone itself. So I'll be waiting for the new 7 to you know finish, and then around 2 o'clock the new 4-hour candle opening. If we get an opportunity to enter, we'll be analyzing this chart and entering on after 2 o'clock before the new york opens for the gold. And when it comes to USD JPY, we have an amazing event, because last Friday's live, we said that we might end up seeing a candle like this. And Monday's live, we have seen a candle like this and a similar pattern. And we have anticipated price to push towards upside and play around within that zone. And that's the zone we are at the moment. Within USD JPY, if market is not able to sustain this level and breaks from this zone, I'll be entering at 144 on a 143.977 levels, keeping a stop loss above 144.720. The candle looks so bullish at the moment, but at 130, if the market is sharing uh, moving towards 143 levels, I'll be entering and keeping a stop loss of my risk would be somewhere close to 763. So this trade, let us go and place it in our platform itself. Let's go back and analyze USD JPY. Okay, I'm going to initiating a sell position with respect to pending order. I'll be selling at 144, and my stop loss would be 144.720. Then I'm risking $4, right? So as per our strategy, we can risk up to $25. I'm going ahead with 0.05 lot size, and my TP would be, I'm keeping it open so that we can only achieve 2% here. So I've opened that trade, initiated that trade. If the market is pushing below 144, that trade will be initiated, right? So that's the status for USD JPY. That's the live trade for today. With respect to UK 100, we are in this good rally. We have initiated a position at 8733 and still expecting this target to achieve at 8910 for this week, followed by this quarter. This is my next zone for making a decision with respect to UK 100. Within Nasdaq, we missed this entire move. yes, it has played out. We missed this entire move. We thought market might come back and take this liquidity out and then give an opportunity to enter, but we missed this move, and that's okay within it. Let's go back and check what is happening with GBP USD. Yesterday we discussed this top down approach, and this is the zone. We said that okay, this might play out. This could be a chance, right? Market is taking out this liquidity and then pushing back at the zone. We will get a nice entry targeting the below liquidity for the particular 4 weeks time frame. This is a positional bias where I have. So today we might see
say that rare earths used only to very limited extent at ThyssenKrupp. It took measures at early stage to diversify their supply chains and increase security of supply.
Let's see if the market is able to sustain within this range. We might end up taking one more entry short within right after market is taking out liquidity at 1.35169 levels. Okay, so these are all the assets which I'm looking for New York session for the day. And those who are completely new, make sure that you guys go through the risk management tab and create a formula where even if you lose the trade or win the trade, you are focusing on the process rather than the results of the particular trade, and making sure that the process is going to reward in the long run, rather than focusing on individual trade and individual targets and stop loss and everything, right? If any questions, any clarifications, I'm happy to assist you further. If not, we might have to wait till 150 to get a new entry. If you have any clarifications, please do ask. If not, let's wait for the market to react within this zone. For gold, yes, it has closed below this level. Let's go back and check what is happening with respect to the stacked imbalances. There is a $4 risk trade which we can initiate in gold as well. So currently 3348.
Yes. Well, I mean, how you doing? Special guest today, isn't it? Yeah. How you doing?
Sorry, Russell.
Initiating a trade in gold, keeping a risk of $25, opening up that trade. Let's see what is happening with respect to gold. Why this trade? So we have seen a good rally from the short position we have initiated, and then a good rally this week. The first day closed in a good bullish levels. The second day consolidated, and the third day manipulated by taking out the liquidity which has held. Those people who could have kept stop loss below 3344 have been taken out, and then even manipulating and created an Asia high. Now, after taking out the London low, I'm initiating a position to target the London high. So even we can close within 3365.
You've got some plugs behind you, see? How about that?
Only the thing is, on a monthly time frame, we discuss the fact that if the month closes on a bearish note, we can happily go long. But if the market is not able to sustain this level for this news event, then we could see a sharp sell off as well. So I'm keeping the stop loss tight within this low, which is 3343. So $5 risk and a $21 target we have within this trade. Let's see if this trade can play out really good with respect to gold. I've just initiated the position and let's see how it goes. And we have a news event as well. So on a 5 minutes, we have a 3 continuous rally, and this order block is rejecting. Basically, this is the recent rejection which is happening. But if we get in a good push beyond this level, 50 above, if we get in a good push, 3350, 3352 above, then we could see a sharp rally towards the London high. So that's what I think, and I'll be still adding positions if the market is staying above 3347 levels, keeping a stop loss of 3343.
Did you take any videos? I think you're in this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how this trade plays out.
What is it? Oh. The Russell. No, he was in there before. Oh, there he is. Look. I even got my wife to come up for an hour.
We need to see an absolute runner with respect to this particular trade to active. Let's go back and see how the market is playing out within next 15-20 minutes.
Who made this? Russell. Huh? Who made this? Russell. Made what? Yeah, me and what is it?
Yeah, this is the zone, which I'm expecting. Even if it pushes down to this zone, I'll be happy to enter some more lot size within this particular zone. And the spot, it will be around 3-3. This is futures, by the way. In spot, that will be around 3-3-4-5 levels.
The German economy minister says fast expansion of renewable energy is not enough for success in the transition.
Yeah, my university was from November. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. How long my campus was in was it? Yeah. How long ago?
So on the fixed fraction position sizing, the best thing is you enter one lot within that same rally. We can see a good, push towards downside. It's in a good opportunity right after 3370 levels. I'll be adding some more quantities in gold for going long.
I've been there for my graduation. I've been there for my friends.
So we have a good,
It's a small town.
opportunity to enter below the value area for BTC as well. So as we discussed, BTC also, it's a good opportunity to enter, but I'm initiating some more positions in gold. So the very next candle, this is the sellers. Most of the sellers would get trapped at this area. If the sellers are getting trapped, so our target for this particular entry looks something like this.
I think like there are lots of Bengali because I have been to restaurants. Yeah, most of the
It should not go beyond this level. We should get a good, push. Yeah, we can see as within that stacked imbalances, another $2 push has already happened. We need to see a continuous push beyond this level so that we can ride this rally. So the last entry, whatever we have got, is somewhere close to 3369 levels.
So negotiations with GDP on track and progressing well.
Yeah, the next candle pushes up upside. Yes, more sellers are entering, but by closing of this candle, another one more minute at 1 p.m. BST, we should see a push beyond this level, which is 3371. So you need to manage between how you are looking at futures chart and the spot chart. Yeah, that push is happening, and that's a good push. With respect to volume, we'll see what is the delta. $105.13 delta, 128.42 delta, and yeah, this zone should not reject any from here. So we can create a wick, but this is a new 15 minutes candle, and this candle should completely form as a engulfing one prior to the previous candle, so that we can see a good rally. Yes, the third candle is pushing. That's an absolute runner. Let's see how it goes.
you just do your job. Rest of the thing will be taken care of. Well, the job is done. My job's done. I'm out of work now. I am now officially you're struggling because I've never worked for
Yeah, 68 $3 move already happened. 72.
of course.
We're at 72 levels. And volume also, you can see a good push in the volume. The buying volume is increasing.
So it is a kind of that's why I was asking this question.
Women's economy minister says we want to have first tender for new gas power plants by the end of the year.
But I'm not educated. Give them suggested one book, Atlas of Economic Indicators. I'll get it. Just search it. Atlas of Economic Indicators. Take a screenshot and buy this book. Read this book. You'll have all the insights of the economy. You should have a macro view of the economy. Atlas of Economic Indicators. Okay, now. Atlas of Economic Indicators.
Let's quickly go back and see what is happening within 15 minutes.
This one. This is, I will say, this is the point.
Yeah, this zone entirely we need to get it covered. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You can buy it, but buy it on 2 o'clock. Because reading books.
Look at that move and push.
Because while you are reading, you are utilizing at least 3 of the senses. Yeah. While you are listening, we are only
Russian foreign ministry will refusal of Germany to extend residence permit for Russian state journalists, saying we will take retaliatory measures against German journalists in Russia.
I'm behind with my portfolio.
Okay, so now let's go back and see just with respect to normal chart. So this entry and next 10 minutes or 12 minutes we have the news event, and in order to this entry to be successful at closing of this particular candle, this candle should push beyond this level, which is 3347, right? So 15 is the news event, and we have, let's see,
Right? So start after 7 days. You stop
yeah,
at 17. Okay? Start after 7 days or 1 month from 18. Just put the current date.
all right, let me just see what's happening. Okay, if the market is not able to sustain this level, which is 3347, within this zone, if the rejection is coming, then we will end up hitting our stop loss. But if the market is pushing beyond 3347 levels, yes, we will ride this entire rally up to the London high. Okay, so that's the plan for the day, for the news event, and for this particular trade.
Continuation should be on the serial, not in the date.
Day you trade.
So
Say for example, today is 4th of June.
yes, brother.
Okay?
I've done a post on
You
Props
need to
account,
put 4th of June on top of the
just story,
date as a date.
and I've
it may
tagged
be your
Educated
18,
Trade.
maybe it is
Can you repost it
number 18
on
portfolio.
Educated Trade story?
And maybe
Yeah.
Have you used the
it is 25th.
projector yet?
It doesn't matter.
I want to know how it connects.
Let's see how our trade is gonna end.
Apparently he
You don't have to make coherence with
I think there are so many noises which we are sitting in the trading floor, but let's see how it's ending within this particular trade.
That's why you will be submitting.
Am I audible, guys?
Okay.
Just 10 minutes now until we get the USDINR
And just
on
inform
for May.
because
for
I'm making the
160,000.
until May.
On a prior
Up to
62,000.
this, up to 17 I have done. For rest of the things, for rest of the days, I need more services.
You okay?
Okay?
Sorry, brother, just on the live.
Okay, this
I'll
one
just
here.
finish.
adapter for the HDMI to C.
Long term. How to get this? So this one-
Long term short
Look
term.
at that move, mate. Come on. That's an absolute runner. Look at that move. Yes, yes. We need beyond this level. Beyond this level, we need to push so that we can ride that rally. So all the entries now it seems green. How many have entered this trade or at least getting benefit from this long?
Try to keep your risk and your profit percent. Try not to fluctuate because when you got this random,
Okay.
you can't guarantee.
Lot of sellers are initiating position, and we can see within the volume we can see it's a slight volume. Yes, it has to be taken out. So there are multiple sell orders are initiating, and if we are able to close beyond, look at this, 213 orders and 127 buyers, 164 orders and 4 is the delta, but here 93 and just 3 is the delta, and at 7, so 15 is the our time, right? So here when we see 13:15, we should see market is clocking this target so that we can hold our directional trade. But the stacked imbalances, we can see lot of sell orders have been placed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
47, yes, precisely above 47 if the market is able to hold. Yes, the market is holding beyond 47, 48, 6, 49 now.
Where's the device that you use it?
What's your camera on?
This side.
So I'm using Type C.
Yeah. That's what's down there. Where's the device?
Okay, so tell me what the question, exact question is, what you use
So
What does it say there?
we'll wait for another 4 more minutes, so that around 113, if the market is able to push beyond this level, then it's gonna be an absolute runner. If not, we might end up hitting our stop loss, and we need to get out of this particular trade. But at the moment, looking at the charts and looking at the moves, I think
Oh yeah, Avic, you specialise in this, don't you, in your portfolios? So that's something else.
look at that rally. Look at the pinpointed entry we have been, right? So if you consider this 1 minute as a triangular pattern, and we need to see a breakout, and the breakout has to be sustained.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
We might see a slight challenge at this particular area, right? This stacked imbalances, and that is even the value area as well. So we might see a slight challenge on it.
Neutral, because it is going
Probably got, it's probably got more solid selection.
last hour.
Look at that move. Yes, that slight challenge is this. Yes, this 1 minute candle, I'll be keen and looking at the delta, because we need to see how many buyers and sellers. If the market is able to surpass the stacked imbalances, then we could see an absolute runner. That's going to be in another 2 more minutes, right? So 15:13, we said we will be deciding whether to hold before this news. We have entered this trade. We have kept our stop loss. What could be the worst case scenario for before the news? And this particular area is getting filled. In the second candle, yes, the sellers are able to regain the momentum. We can see that the delta is getting reduced, and here also the delta is slightly low. The buyers push is reducing. We can see that the volumes is decreasing at the moment, but still holding on to that particular position, because we have seen an absolute push beyond this level on a 15 minutes time frame. Let's see what happens.
So short term starts from 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
No, it's like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Go for 1 minute.
So this is for someone who is entering into a breakout trade on a minute time frame. This is the breakout, right? Now we can see a retest to this particular zone. That is going to be our 47 levels. If the retest is going to sustain, or
Until we get the ADP and foreign exchange, looking for 114,000.
yeah, the retrace already happened. There are more sell orders at the moment right now, and if the market is pushing beyond this level, retest and the push. Those who are entering for minute scalps, we have got already a rally from 3369 to 3374 at $5 movement within couple of minutes, where we were in live and just waiting for our stop loss or target to hit with respect to the entry.
It actually started the rally from support level 1, and
And those who are riding this, please make sure this is not a small target. This is a good target we have.
I will type here.
If the market is able to push beyond this level, closing candle is very, very important. Look at this area, 3347, nothing more, nothing less. Even we had a push, and we have seen that within that candle, the decision making is indecision, I would say. So the news event is going to give a absolute uh, input on how we can see and take it forward from here, whether the market is trying to take out the all-time high, or if it is rejecting, then it's going to be in a sharp sellers, or we can even target this zone, 3285 zone. But I'll not be entering for the short positions immediately right after this trade. So it's just a 1 minute. Let's see and wait what is happening. 55 seconds, 54, 53.
I've been at work. So I come home, I get the recording, and I'm recording. Where's the mug?
Carry on.
Yeah.
Ten seconds. $37,000. That's 37,000.
Absolutely.
Was expecting 114,000.
13,000, which is more than the forecast and the absolute rally. And the good news is bad news. At the same time, bad news is good news. Look at that move, guys.
60,000 from 62,000.
So this is how we trade live on the news events. And I want most of you to, it's a good for US economy, but at the same time, if most of the people, they have shorted at the moment, end up, going a good news turned out to be a bad, and we have a good position in life. USD JPY got executed 144, and it is running amazingly because the numbers are looking great within positive rally. Sorry, that's 37k, which is negative, and that's why we can see a good push beyond this level on gold. And those who have entered, look at that precise entry. For this is the entry model which we have seen for the longer time frame, right? 1 minute is just to make sure that are we in the right direction, are we able to see the right direction. Now whether this trade is going to happen, going to hit the stop loss or target, that's up to the market. But we have did whatever we could possibly do to mitigate the risk, and we were in the right direction this time. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today on the live session, because we have seen some news trading event as well. And let's see how it goes. Thank you, Sidhubroy. Could you please help me to learn this? No worries. We are happy to help you to learn the craft. Make sure you guys watch the basic video which is posted in the live videos on the other portfolios. So we are done for the day with respect to New York event. Let the market cool off in itself, and then from there we will take it forward. Wish you nothing less than success ahead. Those who have watched the live for the first time, make sure you guys click on the live and click on like and subscribe and share it to the people, because most of the people would have traded with the technical factors, but we have seen what is the news event coming with respect to the fundamental things, and we have aligned ourselves within the opportunities and picked the best opportunity which we had it in gold. And that's it for the day. Thank you so much, guys.